Hey guys, it's Miss Marcy and welcome to my recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8 reunion. Now, I'm not going to say it was like super hot. It was not. It was alright, this first episode. It's going to be a 3-part to this. So, now the next two, I can tell they're going to be hot. But this one was just, they were just warming up. Let's put it like that. So, anyway, let's get into it. First of all, let me say Andy know how to be shady, okay? He know how to do that shade. But anyway, so it starts off, he just jumps right into it and asks Kenya, was she pregnant? And which to me, she did look pregnant. She looked preggers. You know, she just got the, you know, the full, the fat in the face look. Looked like her titties big as hell. So she tells Andy that, you know, she can't say right now. I'm taking that as, okay, yes, she's pregnant, but what it is she's trying to wait till she get past her first few trimester, because I think it's like after the third, I think it's like anything at the third trimester and before, you can lose the baby, you can have a miscarriage. And I think she's waiting until after she get past that third trimester, because that's the most critical at the beginning of a pregnancy. I think she's waiting until she get past that third trimester before she starts to confirm that she is in fact pregnant. And that's fine. And if she is pregnant, I think she's pregnant. But if she is pregnant, that's kudos to Kenya, because everybody know Kenya been wanting a baby. And I just hope Matt is a good guy to be having a baby with, because he looked kind of cool. So like he looked like he'd turn up on a bitch, okay? If she one false move and he will turn up on her ass. So anyway, and I will say all the ladies look nice. They all look good. I was loving Kim's look, with the blonde, the platinum hair and the big hair, the big curls and everything. And they all look pretty good. They did. They all look good. I'm not gonna say that it was boring. It just wasn't like super ooh. But the way they made it look on the previews, of course the editing, they made it seem like it was just gonna be like It was alright. It was some of that, but it wasn't like a whole lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Really, it was a lot of back and forth between Kenya and Kim, and look, it was a little bit of Phaedra and Candy, but it was mainly Kenya and Kim, y'all, because Kenya kept trying to come for Kim. Like, she just kept trying to come for Kim left and right. Everything Kim said, or every time somebody said something, Kenya was just kind of getting on my damn nerves tonight. She really was. And just like so Andy asked all the girls, did they think that Kenya fit in? I mean, did they think Kim fit in with the clique? Because y'all know that was one of the things that they kept saying throughout the season. I myself kept saying it too, that Kim just did not fit in. So when he asked them, they all said, you know, they all made their individual points, and Phaedra said that she felt like she thought she would have liked to have seen Kim connect more with everyone. Portia said she felt like she was a little judgmental. She thought that Kim was gonna be like the auntie. I don't know if that was shade or not, but you know, she said thought she was gonna be more like the auntie and just kind of, you know, kind of pull everybody together and not be so judgmental. But I thought Kim made a good point when she was like, you know, it wasn't that I was being judgmental. I really was just surprised at how much cleavage everybody shows, you know what I'm saying? And because y'all gotta remember the era that Kim comes from, which is another reason why I just didn't think she belonged on this show. But she comes from that era where it was all about being a goody and like all this stuff today. I can imagine it will be like somewhat of a culture shock to her, because the era she's from the 80s and the 90s, where they wasn't, you didn't see a whole lot of ass and titties hanging out. Well, nowadays it's so in. So I can kind of see Kim's point on that. She defended herself very well. I think Kim handled herself very well in this reunion, because honey, I think they would have ripped her ass apart had she not been ready, especially Kenya, because Kenya kept coming for Kim, kept coming for that ass, and Kim was ready. Kim was ready like a fucking bulldog tonight. Like, look, bitch, you ain't about to get this off tonight. You just not about to do it. But anyway, so he asked everybody what they thought. You know, Candy said, I forgot what Candy said, but Candy really didn't have much to say. But really the main ones that tried to come for Kim was Kenya. when he asked Kenya what she thought, she said, oh, she was a little condescending and she was a little arrogant. No, she was not, Kenya. She was not arrogant and she was not condescending. And Kenya's reason for saying she was arrogant and condescending was because of the whole incident where they was in when they was in Jamaica, and she said that Kim made a comment saying, oh, if I don't fit in with this crew, this group of women, that's okay. But in Kim's defense, and like Kim said, I only said that in reference to what you said, Kenya, when you said, oh, you want to know what they say about you behind your back, is that you are a snooze fest. You are a snooze fest. And Kim's like, well, shit, if I don't fit in with this group of ladies, oh, well. So Kenya needed to shut up a lot of times tonight. But, you know, I just felt like Kenya just kept trying to make reasons to come for Kim, you know. And like I said, she said, okay, you know, I said that in reference to what you said. And then there was something else that Kenya said that she tried to make it look like Kim was on some real condescendingness, and it really wasn't that. She was really just defending herself, you know. So I just felt like Kenya came off like a bully. Like I said in my last few recaps, I just feel like Kenya came off like a bully. One of the viewers tweeted, they said that Kenya seemed to be jealous of Kim, and yeah, that's what it definitely seems like. And I thought the same thing. And so her defense was, well, I'm not going to take from her body of work, and I'm not going to say that she had a better career than me and I had a better career than her. Why are you trying to compare your guys' careers? You know what I'm saying? Kim, everybody know Kim Fields is she's a legend in her own way. You know, she's had longevity in this industry, and she's still working. But for some reason, I don't know what Kenya's issue is with Kim. Why is she so jealous of Kim? I mean, why is she taking Kim so personally? And I like the fact that when it came back about her being condescending, because y'all gotta remember, this whole night, like I said, it was really, this whole reunion was about Kim and Kenya going back and forth. So somehow, no matter what they talked about, Kenya kept bringing it back to Kim being condescending. So when it came back around, you know, Candy was like, well, I don't think that Kim was, oh, that's what it was. When Kenya, these damn K's, y'all, please forgive me. When Kim made a comment and said, I'm Kim Fields, when they was in Jamaica or whatever. So Kenya tried to say that was her being arrogant. Like, but when you say, you know, I can't believe how these ladies dress, and when you say I'm Kim Fields, you know, Candy was like, I just felt like she was having a boss moment. She bossed up a little bit, and that's cool, and that's okay. And I agree with Candy, like 112%. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman having a boss moment. Shit, you're supposed to pat yourself on the back here and there. You're supposed to toot your own horn. If you don't do it, who the hell else will? And why can't Kim toot her own horn? You know what I'm saying? Kenya toot her damn horn all the damn time. I'm fabulous. I'm gone with the wind fabulous. I'm twirling on my haters. But Kim can't have a moment. And like Candy said, usually Kim is very, very humble. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So Kenya just needed to have some damn seats all night, because she was just, ugh. So anyway, and hold on, y'all, wait a minute. How about when Kenya tried to say, she told Kim, you are on a platform in which I am the star of. Y'all see Candy? Candy look like, what? Like, what did this bitch? All of them look like that, but Candy was just like, let me tell y'all what it reminded me of. It reminded me, y'all know that video where, it's a video of Destiny's Child where they show, I think, who was it? Was it Kelly Rowland? Said that she was the leader of the group, and Beyonce looked like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did Kenya do that? And look, check this out. So while Kenya kept trying to get on Kim about being condescending and whatever, when it came back around, you know, the conversation came back around, Candy was like, well, you know, you just had a boss moment a few minutes ago where you just tried to say that you was the star of the show. I'm like, right, Candy, right, damn it. I would have brought that shit up too. But Kenya was just a damn trip on this, y'all. Like, I don't know. She was just a trip. Then at one point, they was all kind of, it's like they was all they was all Team Kim. Like, wait a minute. You know, because Kenya kept trying to get on her and it wasn't cool. And I don't know. Tonight I was just kind of over Kenya. I really was. And from the looks of it, so was Kim, honey. Kim was ready for them. She was ready for anybody tonight. She was like, shh, what? You will not tonight. And there was a part where, what was it? Where they were kind of like all going back and forth or whatever. And they was just, I don't know, they was just kind of like defending Kim a little bit, you know. And so also, let me talk about the situation with Candy and Phaedra. You know, it came up again about the video that Phaedra did with Todd, the workout video, and Phaedra says it was never released, and Todd said he was never paid about it. He was never paid. And so they were talking about how her Candy Coated Night team, how they just like really ride for her. And Portia was saying they like a clique or whatever, and Candy was like, hell yeah, you got that right, you damn right, we are very clicked up, because I've been knowing them forever. They go hard for me and I go hard for them, you know what I'm saying? And like Candy said, you know, the little shady comment that Phaedra made in her confessionals when she said, oh, Todd must be running out of his little candy allowance or whatever, and he need his check. And Candy's like, first of all, I don't give him an allowance. But see, that goes back to what I said in my previous recap when I said that I can tell that Candy wants to be friends with Phaedra, but she's a little on the fence because of the fact that Phaedra keeps doing little shady shit. You know, and like when she tried to bring up how Candy had Apollo stuff in her house, and Candy's like, we didn't know that was supposed to be a secret. We thought you might have known. You know, so that's miscommunication between you and your husband, for real, Phaedra. It's not like Candy was purposely saying, okay, we're going to harbor your shit in our house. Because I'm pretty sure Candy and Todd probably didn't even want Apollo shit in their house. If they had known the feds was going to come knocking on their door to get it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so like I said, it just seemed like Phaedra keeps doing little shady stuff. And Candy's kind of like, you know, I wanna fuck with her. But at the same time, I'm kind of like leery because she be doing little shady stuff. And like in her confessional, she said, oh, Todd must need that allowance. And Candy's like, see, don't come from my husband like that. I don't give him an allowance. You know what I'm saying? And like she told her, if I'm going to say some shit, it's going to be the truth. I'm not going to just be talking just to be talking. And that's what Phaedra was kind of doing, just kind of saying little stuff based off of her opinion. So I understand where Candy's coming from, and I get it, because I would be leery about Phaedra too. If that was my friend and that type of stuff was going on, I'd be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might be kind of cool on you, because you be running your mouth around Portia. And like I said, Phaedra and Portia seem to be really, really close, you know. I don't really think it's about Candy's team being like clicking up and all that kind of stuff or whatever. I just think that they just got her back, like she said, and I like seeing Candy having Todd's back a little bit more, because y'all know in the previous episodes and stuff going back, she would let them dog Todd, you know, and I didn't think that was cool. So it's good to see Candy standing up, you know, trying to take up her husband. And she looked good, honey. Post baby girl, she looked good, and sure, her hair was. They all look good tonight. They all look good. I thought Portia made a good point when she told Kenya. She said, "Why you always got to bring people to their breaking point?" Because Kenya kept saying, "Everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point." And Kenya and Portia was like, "Why do you?" She's like, "That's the point. That's the problem. Why do you always want to bring people to their breaking point? Why you always want to take people there?" And Kenya really didn't have much to say, y'all. Y'all, did y'all notice, like, towards the end, it was like they kind of like started they kind of teamed up on Kenya a little bit, but it wasn't like she didn't deserve it. She did. And now I like Kenya, but I just will say that she was in the wrong on a lot of stuff. She was in the wrong on a lot of stuff on this. Like, she kept trying to talk over people, but when somebody tried to talk over, you know, she just being unfair, just being like a bully, and just whatever. I'm telling you one thing, I'm over her and Kim, and it's not Kim's fault, it's Kenya. Oh, and honey, Sheree was just sitting on the sideline throwing major shade. I just don't understand her purpose in this reunion. What is Sheree's storyline? What is she there for? What's going on in her life? We're not talking about Chateau Sheree. We're not talking about She by Sheree. We're not talking about her and Bob, whatever his last name, Whitfield. What the fuck is Sheree on here for? she could have did like Nene and set this reunion out. Because what is her storyline? You know, to me, it just seemed like she just sitting there just to be a damn fucking sideline gossiping ass, shade throwing ass. You know, she's sitting on the sideline. Her face looked really pretty, I ain't gonna lie. She just sitting on the sideline like, ooh, 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 whispering in Candy, ooh, Andy crazy, ooh, ooh. And then when Kenya and Kim was going back and forth, because honey, that was the whole night for real. When they was going back and forth, and you know, Kim's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You cannot just talk over other people. And when other people talk, you want to talk over them. And when somebody else, you know. And so Kim was like, Andy, like basically like, Andy, get this bitch. So Kim proceeded to go ahead and finish speaking. And Kenya acted like she was about to say something, and Kenya said, say something. At that moment, it was like Kenya was her child and shit. And then Sheree gonna be like, what you gonna do? Sheree, what the hell you asking for? Why you trying to get all up in it? We all know you the queen of who gonna check me, boo. But why you trying to low-key jump in so you can kind of go back and forth with Kim yourself? You was just acting cool as hell with Kim. See, this is how I know that Sheree's ass is playing just some instigating, you know, both sides of the fence type shit. Because remember, she was the one who went back and told Kim that they were all sitting up there talking about her husband being gay. So that lets you know that Sheree didn't do that out of, I'm cool with Kim. She did it just on some, she played it like she was just trying to keep it real. But no, she just did that to be on some instigative shit. That's all that was. You know, because she ain't cool with Kim. No, not like that. Sheree just there to get a damn check. We all know that, but damn. And then at some point, Sheree even seemed like she was irritated with Kim. Like, I seen her rolling her eyes a couple of times, like, I'm like, what the hell wrong with this bitch? Sheree was serving up mega shade, honey, on that sideline. But it's going to get even juicier, honey, the next few. So this is a 3-part reunion. So the next 2 is going to get juicy, too. Because they're going to have the husbands out there and, you know, the boyfriends or whatever. And they're going to be going back and forth. So I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to be watching that. And how the hell Kenya going to break out in a text message? Just start texting. That's low-key arrogant, but whatever. She started text messaging. And Andy's like, are you text messaging? And she's like, well, Matt needed to know where the dog food was. And Andy's like, what the hell? Tell that motherfucker it's in the kitchen. Well, he doesn't know how to, well, tell him to put it in the bowl. He's like, are you serious? And then look, so after that, Kenya tried to get back at Andy, but he was chewing on something, and she said, well, aren't you going to remove that out of your mouth? And he said, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and swallow it. And she said, well, I'm pretty sure you said that a lot of times. Oh, Kenya. So I thought that was funny. That was shady as hell, but it was funny. Oh gosh, y'all, it really wasn't a whole lot tonight. I think I covered everything. You know, some parts I left down because it just you know, they tried to start the little cattiness when I think Andy really got it going when he asked them, did they think that Kim fit in, you know, with the show, whatever. But before that, you know, there was a moment where Kenya, they played back when Kenya, no, when Phaedra and Nene was mocking Kenya, whatever, and Kim got a little kiki out of it. She thought it was pretty funny. And but then Andy said something about the Phaedra saying that Kim was I'm sorry, y'all, trying to get these names right. And Andy said something about Phaedra saying that Kenya had a pie face or whatever, and so Kenya tried to act like she got upset for a second. But no, Phaedra, you're attacking my appearance. And Phaedra's like, but you're a beautiful girl, Kenya. Y'all know what? Let me say this about Phaedra. I like Phaedra, I do, but I'm noticing that And her confessionals is where she throw the most shade, honey. Yes, she does. She gets it in, all the way in. But when they are together and she's being confronted, she either A, walks away, exit stage left, or she kind of downplays it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like with the whole Don Juan situation where she was outside talking with Portia and the other chick about Todd. When Don Juan came over there, she was like, all right, I gotta go. When they asked her about the feds coming over to Cynthia and Peter's house and Candy and Todd's house, I gotta go. She exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that to her about when Andy brought up the pie face tonight, the pie face comment tonight, she was just like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like she just kind of downplays the shade that she throws. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, these women just... So, yeah. But you know what? I take that back when I said that Sheree should have set this one out like Nene. Nene's actually going to be on this reunion, but I think she's going to come like on either the next episode or the third one. So I don't know. But I do mean it. I do mean that Sheree should have set this one out because there's no... The fuck? Ain't nobody checking for Sheree. Well, ain't nobody... Whatever. So that was really it, y'all. If I left anything out, y'all leave that below. But other than that, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this recap, and stay tuned because I will be on the next 2 episodes. I'm not going to be on there, but I'm going to recap it. So, all right, y'all. This has been Miss Marcy. Peace. I holla.